A reservoir abandoned for 50 years suddenly had massive 100-pound monsters showing up. Word spread fast and fishermen from everywhere rushed over just to catch a glimpse. But after all that effort, when they finally landed something, it turned out to be a measly 3-pound wild carp. Until one day, hey, stop fishing, the shop is open for business. All of this happened because you unlocked the Fishing Tycoon system. Every fish in the reservoir hits way harder than its actual size. The system can even open a channel between the reservoir and the deep sea here at Kuyun Village Reservoir. You pulled out your phone and shot a killer atmospheric video, crystal clear spring water, glowing an eerie blue in the morning light. Unknown wild fish leaping out of the water every now and then. Then you uploaded the footage to social media and dropped one seriously hype caption: deep in the hills of Kuyun, there is a fish that will shatter your faith. Location: Kuyun Village Summit Pond. After all that, you kicked back in your chair by the water and poured yourself some tea, quietly waiting for the fisherman to bite. 2.5 hours later, an SUV pulled up on the clearing halfway up the hill, and out stepped a middle-aged man. Decked out in high-end sun gear and expensive polarized shades, old Zhang stepped out and took a deep breath. Clearly taken aback by the scenery up on the hill, then he turned and looked at the reservoir behind you. His brow furrowed almost immediately. "Hey kid, that video online, was that you?" You stood up with an easy smile. "Yep, that was me." Old Zhang felt like he had been played. "You are calling this thing the Summit Pond. This is nothing but a muddy puddle the size of a kiddie pool. All you would ever pull out of here are puny little crucian carp. And you told me this place would shatter my faith if anything actually bites here. I will eat my hat, sir, you are already here. Why not give it a shot? And if it is not worth your time, I will cover your gas money fine. I want to see what kind of magic you are hiding in there. What is the rate? $100 for half a day, no haggling, fish is yours to keep. Or I will buy it back at 5 times market price, huh? Kid, you got more money than sense or what? Or do you think old Zhang cannot catch anything? Normally buybacks come with a discount. But you are offering 5 times market price. Where did you learn your business skills? That is just how confident I am in what this pond has to offer. Right this way, sir." Old Zhang was so fired up he could not help but laugh. He figured you were flat out disrespecting him. So he hauled out a top-of-the-line rod setup worth tens of thousands from the back seat, $100 for some peace and quiet fine. "I'm going to clean this little pond out today, and when I do not come crying and beg me to leave some fish behind." Old Zhang was no amateur. He started by picking the deepest spot right in the center of the reservoir. Then he set up his float, prepped his bait, and chummed the water. Finally, he cast his first confident line. Watch and learn, kid. Water this clear means low fish activity, gotta use fresh bait. Before old Zhang could even finish talking, the float in the water suddenly shot down. Straight below the surface, old Zhang's expression shifted. He instinctively snapped the rod up to set the hook, but the moment he put his weight into it, an absolutely terrifying resistance traveled right through the rod and into his hands. Holy, old Zhang let out a shout. The force yanked him forward and nearly knocked him off his feet. He barely avoided a face-first dive into the water. No way. Old Zhang gritted his teeth and fought to hold his ground. The once straight rod bent into a deep arc. Seeing that you pulled up the system map in your head and spotted a green dot on the Summit Pond map. That must be old Zhang. You tapped on his marker to check. The system instantly gave the readout: current catch spring wild crucian base weight 3.2 lbs. Random multiplier triggered 5 times current effective pull force 16 lbs. A 3-pound fish hitting with 16 lbs of explosive force. Meanwhile, old Zhang was drenched in sweat. He kept working the rod side to side, trying to control the fish, but whatever was down there